Hello again guys, I hope we're all well. I'm in Holywell in Cambridgeshire today, and I'm doing another cut out walk from Country Walking magazine. We're following the Great Ouse River, one of the longest rivers in the country, and we're going to be wild camping along it at some point. The walk is 9.25 miles and it should take us about 4 to 4.5 hours. Owen from Albion Camping
Hi guys.
has joined me, and yeah, should be good. The weather is actually pretty good today, unlike last weekend where it rained a lot. It's nice and sunny today. It's a Saturday, it's sort of gone midday now, and yeah, we're outside the Old Ferry Boat Inn, I believe it's called. We just had a cheeky half there, and also the Great Ouse River is behind me with the boats. So yeah, we're going to be following a fair bit of that. Yeah, should be good. Anyway. Oh no, we've come out to another information board. Okay, the River Great Ouse flows from its source near Brackley to the sea at King's Lynn, running through Buckinghamshire, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Norfolk. The first section of the Ouse Valley Way, which is the long distance route, opened in 1990 in the district of Huntingdon, highlighted on the map red here. So let's find Huntingdon. We've got St Ives, we're here at Holywell, you've got Bluntisham and Erith. Where is Huntingdon? Oh sorry, Huntingdon's on this map here, so that was that section there. So the river runs all the way from there all the way out to the Wash at Norfolk. Yeah, the Ouse Valley Way was launched to run from source to sea in 2004, making the route one of the longest river valley walks in Britain. That's pretty cool. I said to Owen again, once again, that'll be a good one to do at some point. And it starts from near Bedford, doesn't it, as well?
The navigable bit of the river starts in Kempston, which is near Bedford, and goes all the way to the Wash.
Exactly, so it's on your doorstep sort of thing really. It'd be quite good, yeah. Yeah, it says the Ouse Valley Way in Huntingdonshire district runs for 26 miles, Eton, Socken to Erith. So that could be a good little bit to do. This section of the Ouse Valley Way passes the site of several old ferry points. One was at Holywell, where the public house is called the Ferry Boat Inn, which is behind us. It is believed that a building has stood on this site since the 10th century. The ghost of Juliet Tuesley is believed to appear on the 17th of March, and she sleeps but does not rest under a tombstone inside the inn. It's quite cool. Another old ferry crossing was at the 300-year-old Pike and Eel Inn at Needingworth. I believe we're going past that on this walk as well, I sort of read earlier. At Holywell, it says to look in the church and graveyard. The ancient well is fed by a natural spring which is thought to have special healing properties, hence the name Holywell. The annual well dressing in June is one of the most colourful events of its kind. Just picking out the bits of interest for you. No longer an important trade route, the river in Huntingdonshire is mainly used for recreational purposes. You can hire boats and all that stuff, and fishing as well, of course. It's telling you sort of about like what to look out for: weasels, stoats, roach,
Otters as well.
Otters as well. Brilliant.
It's even a seal has been spotted in Bedford, part of the Great Ouse as well.
Nice.
In 2008 that was.
Oh, it's a while ago. That's pretty cool though. Oh look, that's going to be probably the badge that we're looking for, the Ouse Valley Way. Yeah. Anyways, right, moving on. Oh yeah, if you watched my last video, the Essex pub walk at Pleshy, you may remember I accidentally broke my selfie stick, and yeah, it's a bit of a pain really, but Owen has very kindly lent me one of his. He's got two, so he's filming on his GoPro with his, and yeah, he's lent me this one. It's brilliant. It's better than my cheap one that I got, so big thanks to Owen. Yeah, and wind's picked up a little bit, but the sun is still it's still there, and there's some lovely thatched cottages here in Holywell. It's a really nice village. Reminds me of Old Warden a little bit. Right, enough talking.
Let's get walking.
Right, we've got to the church at Holywell here, and I think we've come across the well that of course gave the village its name. So this is pretty cool stuff. So yeah, erected by the Reverend S.B. Beckwith, rector of this parish, AD 1845. So yeah, I don't know, I think that could be it in there.
Have a drink from it.
Have a drink from it. Apparently was it not everlasting life? That's a holy grail, isn't it? It was something, there was something. I don't know anyway, but
Healing properties.
healing properties, that's it, yeah. Okay, let's go in and take a look. Just had a lovely chat with the lady that's a church warden in the church there, and she said the holy well here is actually pagan, so they used to bring their animals down here to be blessed. That's all I have to say on that really. I think it's because it was pagan, she sort of didn't really want to talk about it. So yeah, moving on. And yeah, what else did she mention about the church? Oh yeah, they've had like vicars there since, was it
990, I think.
990 AD, so that's pretty old. What else?
Green Man.
Yeah, it's the Green Man. I've put a photo in there of like the gargoyle, and I think there's a green man in every single church or something, and they have that sort of, I think it's above the nave of the chancel where the pews are, that bit, and then there was a gargoyle as well. So I think you always have a gargoyle and you always have a green man, which I never knew. So yeah, I'm starting to learn quite a bit about these churches now. I think from my last fleshy one with my my hour-long tour. Cheers, Peter. Yeah. Anyways, like I said before, I'm not actually religious. I just find churches interesting for some strange reason. Something to do with history, I guess. Right, moving on. Let's crack on with this walk. It's like gone 2 o'clock now. Okay, not very scenic, but we've arrived at St Ives Park and Ride, and yeah, this would actually be the start of this walk, but because of course they charge for you to leave your car and stuff here, we thought it's better to park the cars at the pub at Holywell, sorry, and start from there. So yeah. It's funny as well, they're called park and rides, and I suppose, yeah, you get a lot of dogging in car parks and stuff, but this would obviously be the most appropriate place. Dogging, it's park and ride. So yeah, we're at the park and ride at St Ives, and there's a pillbox right next to the river and the bus stands. It's pretty cool. History fix again. So we're just having a little walk around. This one's red brick built, and they've put a grate over the door. It looks like it's filled in a bit as well, actually. Let's have a little look round. You know what we've got to do, Owen?
What's that?
We've got to find out if Alan's in.
Alan?
Alan! 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 Hang on, I think he's in here. Alan! Alan? No, he's not in here. Moving on. Right, as we're going past the busway, which is just at the top of the embankment there, I will read the blurb on the walk, so the overview, as this is sort of the official start of it. The Cambridgeshire guided busway wouldn't seem like an ideal spot from which to start a peaceful riverside walk, but as the path alongside it leads away from St Ives, you almost immediately start to relax. Owen, are you relaxed? Yeah, he's chilled out, definitely. It's working. Well done, Tim Unwin. It's the guy that wrote this. You could easily lose yourself for a good part of a day out here following the River Ouse and enjoying the calm of the huge fenland skies and the almost boundless expanse of wetland and the vast array of wildfowl it attracts. Yep, we are both relaxed. So this is RSPB Fen Drayton Lakes Nature Reserve, as shown by the board. We're still walking along the busway, and it's still pretty boring, I'm afraid. So this is the River Ouse, or the Great Ouse, on our left. We're going to be following that now for pretty much the rest of the walk. And then the other side is sort of like this big lake, sort of reservoir, and sort of the wetland area. So yeah, pretty easy navigating. There's an old boat wrecked over there along this riverside path. Lovely. We just come to this little lock slash bridge configuration here over the River Ouse, and it looks like it's sort of long since been working. The gates look permanently stuck open. You're not a fan of this one, are you? It's a bit naff. I like it because of it's not in use anymore. It's sort of like, it's history, isn't it? It's just like disused, but yeah, there's no water flowing, it's all dried up. There's Carlsberg export down there. Yeah, it's a bit sorry looking, but still. Anyways, yeah. Other than that, we've just got this really nice sort of like wetland area. The river's over there, so this is joining it. And then sort of all the lakes and stuff are over that way. Sun's just going down, it's just gone 5 o'clock. It's a really lovely section of the river this. There's sort of boats moored up over there in a small marina just through the trees. There's a swan over there. And yeah, probably got at best probably an hour or just under an hour's sunlight left. It's really nice. Decent way to spend your Saturday night. We're at Webb's Hole Sluice Gate and crossing over the river. There's some swans. Cows over in the field again. It was a bit hairy having to walk through them. Some of them got a bit agitated. And yeah, crossing over the river. I think we're turning left. The light is fading fast now, and there's the conveyor belt here of the sand and like gravel quarry factory over there, sort of a bit reminiscent of Cliff Fort in Kent. And yeah, we've come to Browns Hill Lock and Staunch. We're crossing over the river, and I think we cross over again and we'll be on the other side of the riverbank. It's auto-focusing, heading back to Holywell. So we've only got about 2.25, 2.5 miles left of the walk at a push. So yeah, we've done really well today. We've sort of smashed it out. Once we're on the other side of the bank, we're going to start looking for spots to wild camp, because on this side there was like a lot of cattle grazing, so yeah, we want to avoid them. It's a lovely red sky tonight. Hopefully that should mean the weather's good tomorrow. So this is Browns Hill Lock, Sluice and Staunch, I think it was called. Look at that, the red glow reflects on the water, that's lovely. Right, I don't know how much you can see, guys, but we found somewhere to camp now for the night, and yeah, we're right beside the river, so we'll get set up, get the lights on, and we'll show you where we are. Alright guys, we're all set up. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see. Turns out my head torch is dying, so I haven't charged it up enough, but what I've gone with tonight, as I think I mentioned earlier, I've got the OEX Fox 1 tent out again. Inside it I've got my down sleeping bag, it's my lightest bag I've got. I've got my red OEX half pad again, OEX pillow in the centre of the screen, my Thermarest stuff sack pillow, there's all the spare bags in it. Of course the polycryos underneath, my Osprey Strata 64 24 litre packs under there, thermals, loads of food for the morning. Got my OEX bug net as well, because I think because we're camped right by the river here, the River Ouse, probably can't see it in the dark, we'll show you in the morning though. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of bugs probably there. Had a bit of a disaster already. My little titanium BRS gas stove for some reason decided not to accept the gas cartridges, any of our gas cartridges in fact, so Owen very kindly lent me his OEX XT2 stove, which I've got as well, and that's my gas on there. That's my dirty water from the river. I've just chucked like 4 purification tablets in it, and then I'll boil it up, so there's like 2 litres in that. I've just knocked up some pasta and sauce, the tomato and basil herb one, something like that. Got a lot of food tonight. Some Oreos, some chicken super noodles. Well, I got this off eBay. It's cherry and almond flavoured cake. Guess it's a boil in the bag. There's a hot chocolate over the back there. I've got a cheeky cider, which I'll crack open now. So it's just that cheap shit that I've had before, HCC, the Herefordshire Gold one. So yeah, cheers, thank you for watching so far, and you haven't got too bored. It's still refreshing. Then on to Owen's setup. He's got his Snug Pack Ionosphere tent again, trekking poles outside. You sort of start to see like a dew forming on the tents now. Have a little look inside yet. And
the Snug Pack travel light sleep mat, jungle bag, and
is that Snug Pack as well?
yeah,
Nice.
pretty much, apart from the pillow, sleep system, Snug Pack.
Oh, there's loads of space in there, isn't it? It's brilliant. Look at the amount of space. It's amazing. That's going to be good. It's decent, that. Yeah, it's very similar to my Jack Wolfskin Gossamer one-man tent. but I prefer the colour of this one. That alone is enough for me, I think, to want to buy it and probably sell my Jack Wolfskin. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, it's pretty much identical. And then we're setting up sort of stoves. Owen, you've got your wood stove,
Yep.
which he's got to fire up first. He said don't film it yet, but I've got to mention it. We're using cat litter as a firelight because apparently it does work. You're saying, yeah?
Yeah, they're pine pellets basically.
It's pretty cool though, yeah. So yeah.
Let's give it a try.
But it's still funny anyway, cat litter as a firelight. I think it's cool.
Okay.
The most disturbing thing is you haven't actually got a cat.
No.
And there we go, and it works. You've just proved that to YouTube. I don't know if I've actually ever seen anyone use cat litter before on YouTube. You probably have. I need to watch more people's videos, I think.
It's got some natural firelighters in there as well though.
Oh, now you tell us. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay then, yeah.
Just to get it going.
So yeah, you got coffee. So yeah, we're gonna chill out here for a bit really, and just cook some more food and stuff. And yeah, like I say, I'll show you the views of the river in the morning. The sluice gates over there. There's like a boat over there. And then you've got the aggregate works over in the distance there. You can't see anything because it's pitch black on the camera, but yeah. Anyways, right, chat to you soon. Alright guys, well, it's about 1:15 in the morning now. Me and Owen have just been sort of stargazing, eating, drinking a lot of warm drinks. The temperature's dropped quite a lot now, and it's sort of getting damp a lot. As I say, we're right beside the River Ouse. I've had a failure with my gas stove and with all my lights as well, so I'm down to literally this little mini pocket light, like sort of an emergency keychain light, and it throws out quite a bit of light actually. It's not too bad, but it's not ideal. So head torch batteries run out. I think I've gone through all the batteries on my lamp. So yeah, and we're going to get some sleep now and try and get up early, see if there's a sunrise. That's Owen behind. So yeah, we're going to hit the hay. So say good night, Owen.
Good night.
See you in the morning. Well, good morning people. It's about 7:15 in the morning and we're both awake, and we've awoke to the River Ouse beside our tents. Word on the night, yeah, we got to sleep about 1:15 in the morning, and yeah, I slept really warm, really comfy as usual. Yeah, it was good night's sleep I had actually. And yeah, at the moment we're just waiting for the sunrise, so it should be sort of behind us over the river, so that should look really cool. As you can see, if I turn you round, you might be able to see in the distance behind me there. It looks closer actually with the naked eye, but you can see the conveyor belt of the aggregate factory, which is sort of behind the trees over there. And then there's also a houseboat over there which we thought was empty, and then sort of we noticed the light had come on sort of last night, but I think they'd probably already gone to sleep and they probably didn't know we were here. So yeah, sort of a lot of geese and ducks and stuff about on the water. This field isn't occupied by cows, which is good, so that's a few fields over, so we're all right here. And yeah, I'm gonna take you back into camp over that way, down this embankment. So here's my OEX Fox 1. held up. We didn't have any like strong winds or anything, and yeah, done the job again. Although because I stripped out the pegs and put some titanium ones with it, somehow I've forgotten to include 2 extras, so I sort of had to just loop those out to that little brush plant thing there, so that the air vent at the footbox was open. But other than that, yeah, worked fine, and I mean I can fit everything I need inside that tent, including myself. It's all right. On to Owen's setup. Morning, chap.
Morning.
Owen's got his snug pack ionosphere. Here he is, just waiting, posing. And oh, you got the door pegged back like that. That's cool. I'm gonna do that one day with my poles. I could do that now, actually. How did you sleep? All right?
Yeah, I had a good sleep, thanks. Yeah.
Decent. Tent held up all right?
Yep. A bit too cosy.
Too cosy, yeah. No, it was I don't know how cold it got last night, but it weren't too bad anyway. But I think I'd say it's probably the coldest night that we've wild camped together so far, I think. So before we went to sleep, it was getting a bit chilly. Okay, it's about 7:30 now, and yeah, just watched the sun come up. It's always a rewarding experience. It's worth getting up sort of while it's still dark and it being like really cold. Excuse me, just to capture a sunrise. It's a really good start to the day, I think, and it sort of sets you up well mentally. So yeah, not bad. And to think at 3 PM I'm going to be in work, bored off my tits. It's not a bad start to the day, is it? Anyways, yeah, we're gonna have some breakfast, then we're gonna get packed up. We might take a few more photos and do a bit more filming of like the river and the tents, etc. And we'll be on our way and we'll finish the walk off, get back to the car at the Old Ferry Boat Inn at Holywell. So chat to you shortly. Alright, welcome back. We're all packed up, and as you can see all around me, we have left absolutely no trace whatsoever, and we've got all our rubbish with us on our backs. The same thing I always say every weekend. So yeah, it's all good in the hood here. And sun's out now. It's going to be a nice morning, and apparently we're forecasted really good weather today. Meant to be like 22 degrees, that's Celsius. There's church bells ringing over across the other side the riverbank, so we're heading behind the camera sort of that way. Yeah, not far to go at all. Good little camp, wasn't it, Owen?
Decent. Yeah, I enjoyed it, mate.
Yeah, you liked the spot, didn't you? Sort of sun come up and it was like, this is banging. Yeah, that was good. I still don't think it's as good as Deacon Hill.
It's going to be hard to beat that one.
That will, yeah. But I think this spot was better than Wilston Reservoir.
Yeah. And
it was certainly better than the Forest one last weekend.
Yeah, it felt really relaxed here.
Yeah, it's been nice. I mean, what time is it now? We've packed up and then we was just
9:30.
chatting. It's 9:30. We've only just left. Right, we better get a move on then. So yeah, enough talking. Let's get walking. So this stone here marks the exact point of the Greenwich Meridian line along the Ouse Valley Way, the footpath that runs beside the River Ouse. That's pretty cool. So heading through this little wooded area here, and we're coming up to the Pike and Eel pub. Unfortunately it's not going to be open this time of the morning, but it looks pretty good from here. We're sort of around the back of it at the moment, but we just passed the little marina as well. There was a few little boats moored up along the river. It's lovely. Right, just ahead of us through the little clearing there, I can see the Old Ferry Boat Inn pub where the car's parked. So we have completed this one. Well done, mate. Nice, excellent. And there we are. We're back.
Awesome.
That was a high five on camera. Right, chap. Highlights.
For me, it was the shooting stars and the nice clear sky last night. Brilliant.
Yeah, we both agreed sort of the wild camp, and yeah, the shooting stars. I saw my first shooting star last night. It was amazing. It was so cool. Yeah, we picked a really good spot, so we're just going to buy an extractor fan here for the pub. Yeah, the river was a highlight, of course. Lovely views along it, as you'll probably see in the video. Yeah, it's been good, really. I'd say, yeah, the river, the shooting stars, the wild camp, definitely absolutely banging. Right, I can see the cars. They've still got the wheels on them, which is brilliant. Right, and yeah, we'll bring you back there in a second. Okay, right, we're back at the cars, and yeah, that's the end of the walk. I've just lent Owen my hat, so good. It's
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
Forgot mine.
Yeah. I don't know why I mentioned that. Anyway, yeah. So that has been another walk and wild camp this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, if you've managed to watch it through this far without getting bored, cheers, thank you. If you're not subscribed already, as always, please do like, dislike, get in the comments, let us know what you think. Cheers again, Owen, for joining us.
Yep.
Much appreciated, mate.
Tom a thumbs up.
Thank you very much. Check out Owen's channel, Albion Camping. There will be a link, as always, down below. Yeah, always a pleasure, never a chore. It's been good. So you'll probably see Owen with me next when we do our Cold Christmas Haunted wild camp for Halloween. So that should be really good. We're looking forward to that one. I think Jake is joining us as well, so it's going to be 3 amigos. It's going to be an interesting one. All it leaves me to say is, yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and you'll see me again as always, and you'll most likely see Owen again, definitely. So yeah, cheers.
Yep, cheers.
See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.